Hi, welcome to this episode of Your Black World News. I'm your host, Roosevelt Mitchell III. Since Beyonce knows Super Bowl halftime performance of wearing black berets, waving a black fist, honoring Malcolm X and the Black Panther Party, there have been many reams of articles and videos and interviews of people painting her out to be anti-police because of her performance and new song titled Formation. The topic has been so big and so hot that certain hosts are making names for themselves by attacking Beyonce viciously. Specifically, 23-year-old conservative host Tomi Lahren. She has been the one who made the biggest name off this Beyonce halftime performance, as she created a segment where she attacked Beyonce and made a lot of people upset about her lack of historical knowledge and complete disrespect. She said such things as the Black Panther Party only fought with violence, blamed Beyonce, President Obama, and Al Sharpton for not letting America heal from racism. I believe she put it as they keep ripping off the Band-Aid of racism in America. Like they are the problem or the cause of racism in America. I didn't understand that logic, and no one else did. Also, she went completely into left field and told Beyonce, yeah, and your husband was a drug dealer. Like, what does that have to do with the Super Bowl halftime performance, the Black Panther Party, or Malcolm X, or her new song Formation? I don't know, but I did an interview with Madam President, and she was pretty fired up. Check out this short clip.
When I saw the video and I heard this woman, this 23-year-old woman discuss historical facts, and it was a very biased point of view. And what point of view was it? It was from a white, privileged point of view. So tell me, as a white American female in the body of Beyonce Knowles, who's a black American woman, what way do you want her to express herself in song and dance? I mean, why do you get the opportunity to decide what's acceptable in American history? The Black Panther Party is a part of American history. Now, before we go all into the Black Panther Party, why was the Black Panther Party even evolved? Why was Martin Luther King even a civil rights leader? Because of the injustice of America to African American people. So why are we having a one-sided conversation about racism? Why are we having a one-sided point of view about racism in the eyes of a 23-year-old white woman?
After seeing the same video Tomi Lahren did, Charlamagne the God from The Breakfast Club gave her the title on his Twitter, Donkey of the Day. And he typically does that. And donkey meaning ass, or called an ass. And so instead of saying ass of the day, donkey of the day, for people that Charlamagne feels maybe said something crazy, does something crazy, says something dumb, does something dumb, right? So Tomi Lahren got that award for that day, and it was tweeted, retweeted a bunch of times, and she reached out to him and brought Charlamagne the God on her show as they verbally sparred and debated. Many people believe that Charlamagne won that duel of words. Fast forward maybe 1 to 2 days, police officers are refusing to work Beyonce's show for her new Formation World Tour. Actually, the police union called for a law enforcement labor boycott, according to CNN. For Beyonce's April 29th Formation World Tour in Tampa, police officers refused to work it. They hadn't signed up for it. And the typical process is it's extra duty pay for police officers to work extra events. So they put up a sign-up sheet, and police officers tend to sign up. Well, no one has yet to sign up, and the police department said they don't know if they would have to start making officers work it or what have you, but they will provide security because it's their responsibility, no matter who's the entertainer, no matter who's the politician. But this makes me think about Straight Outta Compton, the movie about NWA and their rise and the different struggles and high points in their lives, right? Specifically, the show they did in Detroit, I believe, right before the show, police officers was speaking to them about their hit at the time, F the Police. So they was telling them, NWA, not to do that song, blah, 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 blah. And NWA was like, okay, are you done yet? We have a show to do. Just brush it off, because in their minds, they knew that they was going to perform the song anyway. So while they on stage, Ice Cube's son, who played Ice Cube, said, hey, Dre, I got something to say. And told him to drop the F the Police song. The crowd went wild, and then they had police officers, undercover police officers inside the crowd who fired a gun, so everybody started running, and once NWA ran off the stage and ran into the back in an alley, so to speak, police officers were waiting for them. So ultimately, the police officers set them up if they rapped that song because they didn't like it. So that's one thing about in Beyonce's case. No, I'm not comparing Beyonce and NWA. I'm comparing the police attitudes today in Beyonce's era to the police attitudes back then in Detroit for NWA in 88, 89, I believe. Right? Because Beyonce is not saying F the police. She's not anti-police in a sense of look at her song lyrics of the song Formation, where she used the word slay like 90 times and Red Lobster and all these other. So where is the anti-police rhetoric, right? So just check the song lyrics. I question maybe if she does use the police officers that it may not go as smooth. There may be an issue. Something may happen. Maybe sabotage if she used officers who do not want to be there or think that she is anti-police. Makes sense? Well, just this past Sunday, Minister Louis Farrakhan stated, if the police does not protect her, the Nation of Islam will. He stated, if those police departments follow through, the Nation of Islam's security agency, the Fruit of Islam, FOI, will protect the Queen Bee, said the minister. And according to Complex, this isn't completely off the cuff for the Nation of Islam because they protected Jay-Z just last summer in his Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. But what's interesting is in an interview with Hip Hop Since 1987 last year, Minister Louis Farrakhan stated that basically would tell Jay-Z to cover Beyonce up, or as headlines read, to put some clothes on her, right? Saying that she's a beautiful woman, her, Rihanna, and a few other ones that, but they need to be covered up, right? So I'm just wondering if Beyonce takes up Minister Farrakhan on this offer, we should receive a phone call saying, Beyonce, I love you, sister, but I just want you to cover up. I'm just kidding, Minister. I'm just kidding. But I would love to hear what you all think about the minister and the Fruit of Islam providing protection for Beyonce, not just one show, but the entire tour. Please leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, my friends, be blessed and be encouraged.